Hi everybody, we're going to do a Q&A. We're going to introduce a new model of Baudoin Lange shoe called the Stride. So just to introduce you to what Baudoin Lange is, if you don't already know, because these shoes are pretty popular these days, Baudoin Lange makes this really great, soft, slipper-like shoe with a leather outsole. And so, it's a little bit reminiscent of a Belgian. It is very, very soft with virtually no construction in the upper, but it has a hard sole and a regular heel. And actually for the Armoury, we go a little bit further. We also add a rubber tread, so it's a little bit more grippy. Now, this was released a couple years ago. It's done super well. People love it with sport coats, with tailoring, but you can also wear it casually. And now, a few years later, Alan Baudoin, the designer of the brand, has introduced a new model called the Stride. So this is the Stride. The Stride differs from the original one in that, main thing, it has a rubber sole. And in fact, this is not just any old rubber sole. I have to say, they did a really nice job of developing this rubber sole. They specifically designed it for the shoe. It is very grippy. It has a tread built into it as well. And in fact, there's like some funny little design touches here that I really wanted to point out. So like the original Baudoin Langes were all handmade. This one is machine made because obviously it needs to have this rubber sole. And to kind of give that handmade flavor, Alan added these little hallmarks onto the bottom. So there's like a key, a hand, and then the B&L logo. And in fact, one more little touch, which I think Baudoin and Lange fans would appreciate, is the originals always had this triple nail pattern on the heel. And they actually managed to do that on the rubber one too, which I think is kind of cool. All right. How do these compare in terms of fit? So with these, the advice was always wear it like a little bit snug because it will stretch out very quickly. And definitely that was our experience selling them in the store. With this one, actually it doesn't stretch as much. So really aim to buy a size that you are very comfortable in the minute it comes out of the box. Don't expect it to kind of stretch to fit as much as the previous ones. We talked about how this rubber sole is very, very comfortable and soft, but they also did a lot of development on the insole and the sock liner too. So the insole actually has additional cushioning here on the back 2/3 of it, and this additional pad there in the front of the footbed. Let us have a look at how these feel on the foot. This is actually only my third time trying these on. And I have to say, it's a great feeling. In fact, so I wore these Moonstar sneakers today because, one of Alan's things was like, oh, I want to make a pair of shoes that could potentially replace sneakers, right? He was not looking to make shoes to replace dress shoes. He was looking to make a shoe that could replace sneakers and have that same amount of comfort. So you could wear these all day long. If you were to go on a trip, you could take just this and you would be all set. And I have to say, I think it lives up to its promise. It is super, super, super comfortable. I think in terms of what do you wear these with? Like that rubber sole, because it's kind of a natural color, like a little bit yellowish, it's not so obtrusive. It doesn't feel like a sports shoes sole, which I think is a great thing when you want to wear it this way, where you want to wear it kind of with a semi-casual outfit, like a sport coat and a pair of trousers. I think it would look great like that. I think with more casual tailoring, like say a full cotton suit, something like that, or a linen suit for that matter, could also look really great. But then I wouldn't necessarily wear it with very formal stuff. I think the original Baudoin Lange shoes are better for that, or really you should just wear a pair of Oxfords, right? Alrighty, so we have these available for sale at the Landmark store. We don't have them in our New York store yet, but probably coming later this year. And we have it available in this dark brown suede, which is lovely and very easy to pair. We also have this very summery color, the light tan, almost like a snuff sort of color. And then we have the fox-colored suede, and then finally the black suede as well. So if you're interested, come down to the Landmark store, check them out, try them on, and we'd love to know what you think of them. Supplies are pretty limited. They have been very popular so far, so come as soon as you can. All right, that's about it for now. Thanks for watching.